USCIS has reinstated the International Entrepreneur Parole Program. This is exciting news for foreign national entrepreneurs. Diya, could you tell us more about this program?
Sure, Toni. So the International Entrepreneur Parole Program, quite a mouthful there. It allows foreign national entrepreneurs to live in the United States and to work on their startup business for up to 5 years. To qualify for the program, these entrepreneurs must meet certain conditions.
What are the requirements for foreign entrepreneurs to qualify for the program?
In order to qualify for the International Entrepreneur Program, a foreign entrepreneur must meet a number of conditions. One is they must have established a startup business in the United States in the 5 years prior to filing the application. They must hold an ownership interest in the startup of at least 10%. They must play an important role in operations. You cannot simply be a passive or a sleeping investor. And importantly, the startup must have received a capital investment of at least $250,000 from US investors or at least $100,000 in grants from qualifying US government entities. A maximum of 3 entrepreneurs, 3 applicants may receive parole per startup organization. And each approved parolee can then work for just one approved startup company. Let's also look at the definition of US investor. So a US investor is either an individual or an organization based in the United States, with majority ownership being held by US citizens or green card holders. The investing organization must regularly make substantial investments in startups that deliver revenue and job growth. Also, as expected, the investment funds must come from a lawful source. There are a few additional requirements as well.
That's great news, Diya. So how long can each entrepreneur stay in the United States?
Approved entrepreneur parolees may remain in the United States for up to 30 months, which is basically 2.5 years. Dependents can also remain in the US for the same period. And the spouses, if they're eligible, will also be able to apply for work authorization, but children cannot. An entrepreneur may then be eligible for an extension of 30 months of the parole if they can meet certain conditions. And they are that the business must still be in operation. The entrepreneur must still play a central role in business operations and maintain at least a 5% ownership interest in the business. In addition, the business must meet one of the following conditions. It should have created at least 5 qualifying jobs, received at least $500,000 in qualifying awards, government grants, or investments, should have earned at least $500,000 in revenue in the United States, and averaged a 20% annual growth during the parole period. Now, entrepreneurs who only partially meet some of these criteria may still qualify for renewal if they can demonstrate the startup's significant potential to grow and create jobs. The US government can revoke the parole at any time if the startup stops operating or providing public benefit to the US.
It's great that entrepreneurs will have the chance to renew their parole. Since this program offers parole, Diya, could you shed some light on what parole does and does not include?
Sure, Toni. Beneficiaries of the International Entrepreneur Parole Program do not receive traditional immigration status. Instead, they receive parole, which is basically a temporary permission to enter and remain in the United States. The program does not offer a direct pathway to permanent residence or green card, but beneficiaries who would like to apply for a green card will need to qualify under a different immigration program, like the EB-5 or the E-2 or one of the EB categories.
Thanks for that explanation, Diya. This program is not new. Could you tell us a bit about the program's history?
That's correct, Toni. So the Obama administration actually established the International Entrepreneur Parole Program in 2016, but the Trump administration had put it on hold in 2017. And now again, the Biden administration is reinstating the program to support foreign national entrepreneurs based on their commitment to reducing barriers to US immigration.
So when can individuals apply for the International Entrepreneur Parole Program?
USCIS is currently accepting applications for the program. Contact your trusted Chugh LLP immigration professional to understand whether you qualify for the program, to apply, and to improve your chances of approval.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on immigration and other business content.